Hi Sagittarius, thank you so much for being here. My name is Carly and I am a psychic medium as well as Reiki practitioner. I'm so ecstatic that you're here. Thank you so much. Just celebrating you because you are fantastic, and I hope that you are just, I trust that you're having such an uplifting and incredible time wherever you are. And I intend for that too. So with that, let's move into your June 2023 Intuitive Energy Update, Sag. This is going to be Sun, Moon, Rising, anywhere that resonates. We're starting with the Chakra Oracle Insight deck. And you're going to want to stick around to the end of this reading because there's something a little bit different and a little bit fun and exciting. It's just different. It's fun, it's exciting, it's different. Stay tuned. All right, Sagittarius, June 2023. What's happening for Sagittarius, June 2023? Why am I seeing boots? I'm seeing boots. I'm seeing like black leather boots, like to travel, take a journey, to take a destination somewhere, but like a lot of walking, a lot of traveling. Boots. Are y'all planning a trip in June 2023? Sagittarius. This feels like across the waters. This feels like Norway, Sweden, Switzerland. I'm seeing grass, I'm seeing mountains, I'm seeing beautiful, beautiful grasslands and hills everywhere. And outside, and the air is feeling really good. Yeah, like high quality air. Money, number 14, money. Finances, power, generosity, and abundance. Finances, power, generosity, and abundance. And this is, this is your sacral chakra. We're talking about a lot of abundance. We're talking about creativity. We're talking about passion. Bottom of the deck happens to be passion, desire, fun, fulfillment, joy. Yes. Sagittarius, coming in hot with the feel-good stuff. The feel-good stuff just attracts more feel-good stuff. You are definitely in this zone of like just fun, alignment, adventure, abundance. Like the energy I'm feeling for you right now is like very like kid-like and like very like, ooh, like what's next? And ooh, where are we gonna go? And like, ooh, I want to do this. Like it feels really good. Yeah. It's just like, it just feels like, what's next? Like what's around the corner? And like, what are we gonna do? All right, Sagittarius, we are going in with the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck next. Sagittarius. Hold the space. Hold the space. Druid. I don't know if y'all are traveling or not. You could be traveling, you could be moving in a new direction, quite literally, as the card says. Guardian angel, you are not alone. So maybe there's like a little bit of nervousness or a little bit of like, how do we really feel about this? Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you might have to think a little bit differently in June 2023 in terms of, say if we take, for example, the energy of finances. Typically, a lot of us have been taught that in order to receive money, we have to work for it. Thinking differently about money may look like, hey, I'm going to a new country. I don't really know like the format, the parameters of this measurement of currency here, but I do have this to offer. I have like my time and I'm really good at like working in a field, or I'm really good at like cooking, or like I can like hold my own on this front and this front and this front, and go in with that offer. And then in exchange for that, it's like bartering, right? It's like that exchange grants you a new opportunity or a level of communication, a dance, so to say, where it's like you're able to exchange different ideas or different templates to co-create something, to give and receive something, right? Which you're thinking about the energy of money. It's like the same kind of thing, but in a different pattern, where it's like when you're co-creating with that, you're co-creating with your boss or with a company or with your work, your employment, where the dance that you are exchanging is like, hey, I'm working and I'm giving my time in exchange for this money. But this one's like more, think differently about what that is in terms of abundance. And the more you open that up, the better it gets for you, just in general. Yeah, and I do see like, maybe there is like a little bit of fear, a little bit of doubt here of like, oh, if I'm going off in like this new direction, or I'm going to go forward with this, I don't really know like how it's going to work out. That's okay. That's okay, because you got you, and you're amazing, and you know how to navigate life. And look at all of the things that you didn't know were going to work out in the past, and they ended up working out, or they ended up working out better than expected. And count all those times, journal it all out, and list it down, and just take stock of when it's worked out for you, and get yourself in that atmosphere and remind yourself. And yeah, it's all good. Bottom of the deck, arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Surround yourself with protective energy. So what I'm getting for this more so is like, actually what I'm getting is more so in terms of your sacral chakra. With, you know how sometimes when we get like really, really excited about something, we want to share it with anyone and everyone, and then sometimes we end up like sharing it, and some folks are just like, you sure you're gonna do that? You sure you have like the finances for that? Or, like, how are you gonna do it? Like, you better play it safe and stuff like that. I feel like that's more so like the energy where it's like, follow your heart with this, right? Like, follow your heart with like who you want to share this with, and trust yourself in the process. And even if that does come up, like, that's okay. Like, you are good. That doesn't have to affect you anymore or ever. And yeah, that's pretty much it with that. We're gonna go in with the Vision Quest Tarot here. Any clarifiers for Sagittarius for June 2023? Loving this energy for you though. Ooh, we're gonna talk about that. We are gonna talk about that. Yes, we are. Y'all got the Daughter of Fire that fell out directly underneath Traitor. Y'all got Ace of Fire that fell out directly underneath Money. Okay. Now I'm seeing why the Druid card Hold the Space came out. Just gonna leave room here and see if any beings of unconditional love and light wish to share anything more through this reading for Sagittarius for June 2023. Okay, what we got, hold on. I'm getting guidance to read in this order instead of the order that it fell out in. So, underneath Money, you have the Ace of Fire card that fell out, which tells me that money is going to come from something of pure, like just pure passion, the essence of passion, the all-knowing passion. Whatever you're really, really passionate about, like, follow that. Oh my God, guys, follow that, because that passion, it's literally like, it's lighting up your life, and it's really good. It's really good for finances. It's really good for abundance. It's just really good in general for you, okay? Lots of passion. Passion is good. What fell out directly with the Ace of Fire was the Four of Air Contemplation card. So this could be like a few different things. This could be like a teeter-totter of juggling, like, oh, like, I don't know, like, is that actually really, like, good for me? Or, like, is that actually going to really, like, be worth my time and my energy? Or for some, it might be, like, having a lot of really good ideas and then having to figure out, like, okay, what's in best alignment with me right now? And what do I want to do right now? And what I got with that, hold on, because I asked to clarify, I asked to clarify the Four of Air Contemplation card, and what came out was the Medicine Man and 10 of Air Negative Thinking. So what this tells me is that whatever has been going on in terms of negative thinking that correlates to contemplating ideas, contemplating choices, there's going to be a new journey with that. There's going to be new insight with that. There's going to be healing with that. But there's going to be something that's really correlated to you that it's just going to click and it's just going to make sense. And I know that sounds cliche and I know that might even sound a little bit annoying, but it's okay. It's okay, because when it does click, it's going to be like just relief everywhere. And what I'm getting, I asked for you guys too. I was like, what will help Sagittarius with that, for those who are really resonating with that? And what I got for that was inner order. And so this fell out connecting the Druid hold the space. And what this is telling me is, like, hold the space for yourself. Like, get really silent with yourself. Get really, really silent with yourself so that when things come up in terms of contemplation, you know what's real, because you're really silent and you're listening. Your heart's open. Okay? The other cards that fell out, so underneath Traveler, move in a new direction, was 2 of Air, Inner Peace, and 9 of Air, Hurt. So I feel like there was a little bit of mental thoughts about, I don't know if you guys are traveling, or this could be physically traveling, but this could also be traveling like mentally, in terms of like choosing a new lane for yourself, of like what your life could look like, or a certain area of your life, or like just wanting to do something different. And maybe something before was like really, like, this card just really tells me that it was almost like a mental, like a negative, I think what we call it in psychology is like a negative feedback loop. I did graduate a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology a couple of years back. Negative feedback loops, essentially, they're just like not helpful, but it's when these different neurons in your brain, they're connected from the same thought patterns going over and over and over again, thus creating, it's the ABCs of psychology. I can't remember it right now, but essentially it's like the same thoughts and feelings and emotions that connect are creating the same behavioral output. So if you want to change, you want to get a different outcome, you want to change your behavioral output, you got to think differently. Not only think differently, but you got to think until you feel it in your body to actually produce a behavioral output that's matching up to where you want to go. This is also in terms of conscious manifestation. When we talk about really wanting to create the reality we want, it's really saying that, like, okay, yeah, I see how I've been thinking, I see how I've been feeling, I see that that's been like causing harm to myself, and I don't want to participate in that anymore, because I don't like how I feel, and I don't like the action that I'm taking or the inaction that I'm taking. I want to be moving in this direction. So that's the first beautiful step, is acknowledgement, right? And I feel like you guys have acknowledged that just purely by peace, because I got this as a channeled message one time too. I'm going to tie this all together, but I have to acknowledge this too, because it popped into my consciousness. But I got this message about just being peace one night when I was sitting in a parking lot talking with one of my good friends, and we were having a really deep talk just about life and about where we see ourselves in 10 years from now, and like how we've seen ourselves grow, because he's a really good friend that I've known from high school. So we've known each other for like maybe all of like 15 years so far, and we've kept in connection pretty well too. And we just had like a pure jam session on that on life and about co-creating reality and about like who we were in high school and how we're here right now and we're doing like our own thing. And we were talking a lot about the energetics and the emotions of like anxiety and different things that come up and how to navigate that and just what we think they mean, and just like a very open dialogue about that. And I remember like there was a point in the conversation where the energy resolved and it shifted and I could feel it, and I'm pretty sure my friend could feel it too, because we both sat there in peace. You know when you kind of get to a point where you like you either like you're emotionally regulating or you just end up talking something through and then there's nothing left to say because your heart feels so light and it just feels like so open, and like you're literally just sitting there and you're just being. And so when you're in that state, the channeled message I got in that moment was you can create from peace. When you get to this state of peace and when you create that, you will create something better for yourself. So it's a really good state to be in terms of states, frequencies, energy for conscious creation and manifestation, deliberate co-creation. And yeah, so what I'm saying with that, to tie it all back together, is that I feel like this is more so a past energy for you guys, and I feel like where you are now or where you're going to be in June, I feel like it's where you're at now too, is a state of peace. And so I feel like that is so good for you to move in a new direction now, whether it be physical travel, whether it be travel for work, for like a new job or something, or an internship, or whether it just be travel for fun, travel for pleasure, or not even physical travel, but just thinking about where your next moves are going to be. The Two of Fire Will card came out as well. So this to me talks about everything is in the palm of your hands right now. You have a choice. So if you have like a set number of different options in front of you, I see success in that for you. And I see your angels and guides, your loved ones around you too, just like ready on the cusp, waiting for you to ask. When you ask and say like, hey, higher self, can you please help me with this? Can you please enter into my mind and allow me the best feeling thought? Can you please enter into my body, in the cells of my body, and help to self-resolve something within my body? Can you please, whatever it is. Yeah, it's so appreciated when our higher selves get to co-create with us on that, and when we get to consciously do that. Like that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful, and our higher selves love when we acknowledge them on that. And I think that is really like, it's an exciting time for humanity to sit there and say like, hey, higher self, can you please like enter into the cells of my body here and like self-resolve this and show me how? And hey, higher self, I'm having this really, really good workout today, and where I'm running in the woods, and I'm seeing all this beauty. Like, I want you here with me. Can you just enter in through like my good feeling body and just enter in and just show me the goosebumps on my arms. Let me know that you're here and experiencing this with me. And I guarantee you, it works. Like, it works for me. I do this like every day, and I think it's like one of the best things I do, because I just feel so much love with like me and my higher self and like who I really am and how I really connect. And I just feel so gifted. Like, I feel gifted. I feel like I'm receiving gifts and living in gifts by the life experience that I get to live, and by my deliberate connection and attention to my higher self and to the consciousness of all that is, and the consciousness of myself, the awareness of it all. And so when you feel like you have a choice, or whenever you even like in this reading and just in life, whenever you want support, whenever you want to feel that love, whenever you want to reassure yourself, or even if you just want to connect, like just connect to your higher self, connect to beings of unconditional love, connect to light and love beings, connect to your passed on ancestors and loved ones, connect to the beautiful tree beings here. Like, it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Now, the final card that you have is Trader. Exchange energy to create abundance, with the Daughter of Fire card that fell out. So a lot of fire cards in your reading. This tells me there's a lot of passion. And what this tells me too is that you are giving passion to what you're wanting to create, to what you're wanting to exchange, to how you're thinking and feeling differently about abundance in general, but this energy of abundance. And it's very successful, and I'm almost feeling like it's very ceremonious too for you as well. Like it feels like a ceremony, like the way you're seeing the energy of abundance or the energy of money. It's like you're seeing it as a being now. You're seeing it as an extension of you. You're really understanding it in like a deeper heart-centered way, where it's like, I respect you like I respect my mom, or like I respect my grandma, or like I respect my best friend, or like I respect my professor. Like, I really respect you like I respect my mentor. Like, I understand that you're part of all of this too. Like, we're really connected like that. And I just appreciate that so dang much. So yeah, there's success for you. Okay, Sagittarius. So I'm going to pull this fun little card here. Remember how I said stay tuned to the end of the reading? While this is not a tarot deck nor an oracle deck, it is a deck of cards curated by a wonderful creator who I will link below in the description box. And she created this just to have it as like icebreaker cards. So I'm going to invite you here if you'd like to have them as meditative cards, or if you prefer to have them as journal cards, or just something to even ponder. Feel free. It's called Cool to Connect. So let's get you a card here, Sagittarius, for June 2023. June 2023, Sagittarius. June 2023, Sagittarius. Okay, so you have who in your life embodies bravery and courage? Who in your life embodies bravery and courage? So again, feel free to meditate on this. Feel free to journal this out. Just feel free to. The bottom of the deck as well, you have what do you wish turned out differently? What do you wish turned out differently? Just good reflection cards, Sagittarius. Yeah, and if you wish nothing turned out differently, that's a vibe too. We honor all of it, everything here in sacred harmony. And yeah, so just to recap here, Sagittarius, money, finances, abundance. Hold the space for yourself to get silent, to really listen and pay attention to any type of mental contemplation about anything, especially if it's in regards to moving into a new direction. Thinking about moving in a new direction within your life. This could be physically, this could be in terms of work, this could be in terms of career, this could be in terms of finances, this could be in terms of love life, relationships, romantic life, partnerships, like anything in life, but just where you're thinking about moving in a new direction too. Take time to be silent with yourself, to listen to that inner contemplation. Move from the energy of peace to create wonderful things. Ask for support and connection when it feels really good for you, and thinking differently about the energy of abundance and creating money, finances, all of it. Four of Water, abundance is at the bottom of the deck as well. So you do have a lot of abundance here, Sagittarius, for June 2023, okay? And whatever you're really passionate about, like high key, follow that. We're complete. Thank you, Sagittarius. If any of this resonated in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to leave it in the comments. Leave a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. I know you're going to have such a lovely June 2023, so I'm just wishing the most uplifting, welcoming, beautiful, abundant June 2023 in the best ways for you. We'll chat soon. Take care, Sagittarius.